The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Yeah, it's Wednesday at 2 p.m. Time for the Judge Podcast. It's the Judge, the legend. Let's have blast. We talking sports, politics, current events. We gonna be live, so let it make sense. It's the Judge Podcast. Let's go. The Judge Podcast. Let's go. Wednesday at 2 p.m. Let's go. Hosted by the Judge and the legend. Let's go!
Yeah, what's going on? It's another blessed Wednesday, another blessed week coming up to Easter. My brother, give it up to the legend, Carlos Rogers. He's not here today, my brother. He'll be back soon, man. Man, this is gonna be a great show. I got my little brother on here, a legend, and all kind of sports. Track, he got all the records, high school records in track and field in Michigan. He got the football records and also state championships in basketball. Give it up to the Flint legend, Andre Rison in the house, okay?
What's happening?
Dre, welcome, man. I'm happy to have you here, man. I've been waiting on this.
Man, appreciate it, Hoss. You know, I can't even put the words in perspective about, how much we looked up to you, respected you, even though, we were from Flint and you was from Detroit, and created a great rival in high school basketball with the state titles being played between our high school and your high school, and the great coaches that we had, Perry Watson, the great coach Perry Watson, Grover Kirkland.
Give it up to P-Dub.
And so, I always been your people. So even though, you went to Michigan, I went to Michigan State, and you ended up playing with my other brother, Glenn Rice, and, my
the
other big brother.
Glenn Rice, the
legend Glenn Rice.
Glenn Rice, man. Come on.
Eric Turner, the great Eric Turner.
E.T., man. Come on, the best point guard I know. Besides you stopped playing, but you could have played pro too.
Yeah, you know what? I get that all the time, especially when we going to college and playing. Everybody like, well, if you just concentrated on basketball, you probably would have made the NBA too. I feel that with no doubt in my heart, but I had no problem with watching y'all and watching Glenn go on to the NBA and become one of the best players in the NBA in history, best shooters.
Best shooter all-star in history, man. Hey, man, I talk to people all the time, man. Guys got to understand their history, man. A guy like Glenn and Magic Johnson won the state title in high school, go on to college and become a national champion in college, and then go on to the NBA and then become national champions, NBA champions. Man, it's the greatest honor in the world to be able to win all three. Give it up to those guys,
For sure.
Okay, give it up to them, man.
And you know who else was in there in the mix of that was Jeff Greer.
Give it up to Jeff Greer.
And Jeff gets forgotten a lot of times. And
Jeff never get forgot, man. I gotta get Jeff on my podcast, man. I love Jeff, man. That's my brother.
Jeff was outstanding in
come on
the Olympic
gold
medal, and solid in the NBA.
Solid in the NBA.
Very solid and
knocked me out of the NCAA tournament. Yeah. Give it up to Jeff Greer, my brother.
He really he picked up, where Barry Stevens and them boys at Iowa State had,
Left
built
off.
it. Yeah, well, they left off. Hornacek? Jeff Hornacek, right?
Yes, Sylvester Gray. They had some great players, man, played there with those guys, man.
Yeah, and the Big Ten got filled up by the city of Detroit and Flint
It didn't it?
in about 5 years span.
It did. I think about a 5-year, 10-year span. They had football and basketball players filled up from Michigan, Flint, Saginaw, Detroit.
Detroit, yeah, no doubt. Great Roy Marble at Iowa.
Great Roy Marble, man. Give it up to Roy Marble, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And then, eventually, Saginaw, from Jason Richardson all the way up to the Draymond Green was coming through. Just the game of basketball in the state of Michigan. We had our great players before us, before me and you was born, all the way to when we was 10 and 12 years old.
Absolutely.
But you yourself, Antoine Gilbert, you took it, the judge took it to a whole nother level, though. You was like the first phenom, the first, like, where the media came in and it was like the LeBron effect of a high school player. Like,
Thank you, man.
and then you represented too, though. It wasn't like you. If they came to see you, they seen a show.
Yeah, I got to put it on for the city, baby. We love it, man. Hey, man, tell everybody your high school career, what your elementary career, and what made you want to play sports, Dre?
Coming up in the inner city in Flint, all you got is a little bit. You got each other, you got your community, and so you really dive into the kids that's before you, the young fellas that's before you. Rather, if you're in elementary, you're looking at the kids that's in middle school. If you're in middle school, you're looking at the kids above you in junior high. If you're in junior high, you're looking at the kids in high school.
Yeah.
It's like a code.
Right.
And it's a respect too.
Right.
You got to have great coaches. And it was tons of coaches. You had General Motors. You had the working families. You had people working in the shop. You had 2 and 3 people working in the shop lived under one roof.
Right.
So the bills got paid a little bit. You know what I'm saying? There was some help here, help there. It was take care of a kid, village by village code.
Wow.
And it allowed the kids to be kids and grow and develop. And so I think that's what happened. And you had to play every sport.
Absolutely.
And so if you were able to combine baseball with basketball and track with football and all of those different things coming up, soccer, if you did it, you end up getting great feet, great hand-eye coordination.
Right.
Great patience, stuff like that. And so I was always a coachable kid. I think that's what helped the most.
Yeah.
When you asked me from elementary to high school,
Yes.
I think it was because I was coachable.
Being coachable.
More than anything.
Yeah.
And, God gave me some great talent. I'm going, I can't, avoid that one. But just being coachable and then being able to play against great talent.
Right.
Like somebody on the block over was just as good as you, just as fast, just as tall.
Exactly.
Just as hungry.
Exactly.
You stayed in the mirror for about 2 hours just working on your dog face. And you had to be a dog to come out of there, and I attribute that more than anything, just being coachable and having great coaches coming up before even college.
And the thing about those coaches, man, the things that we do now in the communities and the neighborhood, like camps and everything, those coaches, man, don't even get recognition.
No, they don't unless we do it.
Unless we do it.
You've coached for over a decade, over a decade plus.
Yeah.
And so you know how it is. You just gave back all the knowledge you learned in the game from the coaches that you had.
Yes.
You were willing to come back and you know how inspirational it was, but you know how valuable it was.
Valuable it was. Man. It means so much, man.
Between the streets and athletics and education, there got to be some boundaries set. And it'd be better off you saying them and you teaching it and you telling them and before somebody else not get the chance to tell them.
Right.
Because just think about it. We've had more talent not make it because they wasn't in school or not make it because they...
Because of the streets.
Because of the streets.
You're right. You're right.
Everybody got 2 or 3 guys that, hey,
We know some real killers in sports.
some real killers.
That can hoop, play, and they ain't make
And
it.
they was killing in the streets.
Yeah, and killing the street at the same time. Yeah, man. So when you left elementary, we got Lil Dre. What's up, man? What's up, man? Give it up to him.
Da Vinci Sosa in the house, y'all.
Yeah, Da Vinci, baby. All right, this next superstar.
Hey, this take your kid to work day. You feel me?
Oh yeah, he gonna be our next.
I told him Uncle Miles gonna hang him in a minute. He keep touching his mic. Hey, that's another thing. You got your ass whooped by the whole street when you messed up. So you didn't mess up too often. You know?
Oh man! So tell us about high school, man. Tell us about your freshman year in high school, man. Tell me about that.
You know what's funny about the freshman year in high school was me and Glenn Rice both tried to get in the same high school that T. Green, the great Terrence Green, went to. That went on to Flint Central. That went on to DePaul.
Flint Central, who beat me for the state title.
Yeah. Won 3 straight
Three straight
Class A state titles.
state titles.
You can't have that. That's
He
work.
can have it. You let him play with it. It ain't gonna hurt. Not that.
That's it. You can't have that.
He got that.
What you trying to get? This?
Yeah.
Here.
There you go, man.
There you go. When I got to high school, we was in the 9th grade. Me and Glenn actually was trying out for summer teams. You know, you got to make the team in the summer.
Right.
And so we went over to Central trying to enroll in Central, and they said they had too many students. So we left there, and we went over to Northern, and we ended up getting cut. And we ended up getting cut, and so
Give it up to get cut. Inspirational.
So the last resort was Flint Northwestern, and we ended up going over there making All-American, 2-time state Class A defending champs.
Oh my God, man. Y'all was the killers, man.
Number 1, number 2 players in the nation.
In the nation. Unbelievable, man. And y'all had I want to give it up to Yankee. Give it up to
Anthony Pendleton.
Another legend. He played with 4 legends in high school, man.
Yeah, no
Come
doubt
on.
about it. We had 11 D1s.
11 Division I players.
11 D1s. Whether they went to the MAC, Big Ten,
Right.
the Big 8,
Whatever.
they
Yeah.
went. There was 11 of them.
11 of them. Look at
And
that.
so it just was Glenn mom and my mom. I just seen Glenn's mom. They still best friends to this day.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. And that's what it's about. You know, we had got so big. And like I said, it was the bounce off of you, Eric Turner, and his crew, just how much notoriety y'all brought to high school basketball in the state of Michigan. You know?
Yeah, man.
Oh, she gonna whoop your butt out there too. And so, you know, it's just following suit, man, and being humble.
Man, you guys followed suit, man, and made us so proud, man. And you went on after college. Tell me about your decision making and the Bo Schembechler. I heard you was coming to Michigan, so I want to know. Me and you would have been in the backcourt together up there. What's going on?
Yeah,
Talk to me.
I committed to Michigan. I forgot you can get out that way. You can get out to the hallway that way. That boy.
Okay.
I forgot.
Pause.
I forgot you can get out the hallway that way. Yeah, I'm coming right back. I'm on.
All right. We gonna pause. We'll be right back. Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. What's up, man? You all right?
If he break wide, hold on, man. You think we gone? We not gone yet.
That's the love of kids. That's the love of kids.
Detroit Coffee Lodge, located at 19737 James Cousin Freeway. Make yourself comfortable, just like home. Sandwiches made with love. Some of the best gourmet coffee around. Give us a call, 313-340-0960. Detroit Coffee Lodge. 19737 James Cousin Freeway. We gather, we share, we spread love at Detroit Coffee Lodge. Go to www.detroitcoffeelodge.com. Stay up to date what we got going on, or check us out on Instagram or Facebook, Detroit Coffee Lodge.
Yeah, we back. Yeah.
My bag. That's,
Oh no, I know.
That's bring your champ to work day.
Bring your champ. Yeah, champ, let's do it.
Yeah, so Bosha and Beckler came to my granddad's house. You know, I grew up in a single parent home, so my grandfather made a lot of decisions for me as far as, you know, the ins and outs. And so he wanted me to go to a disciplinary coach, and he liked Bo, and you know, I ended up committing. And once Bo said I could play basketball in Ann Arbor, I was like, okay, I'm coming.
Right.
But he had so much power. I had one more unofficial visit. To Michigan State. And he knew it. And it was coming up that weekend, but the next morning I woke up, it was in the free press and the news that I was coming to Michigan.
Wow.
That's how much power he had. Sometimes you had too much power.
Right.
And my granddad didn't dig it. He said if he lied to you now, he gonna lie to you when you get there.
Dang.
So it kind of spooked me that I wouldn't be able to play basketball.
Right. So you ended up going to Michigan State. Give it up to Michigan State.
So I ended up going to Michigan State.
Give it up to State, baby.
So I ended up going to Michigan State and ended up making All-American.
All-American, winning the championship.
Winning the Big Ten, winning Rose Bowl.
Winning Rose Bowl.
Making all Big Ten. Played basketball.
Played with the legendary Scott Skiles,
Steve Smith.
Daryl Johnson, Steve Smith. Oh, my God, man.
And then made all Big Ten in track.
All Big Ten. Give it up to him. Give it up to him, man. Come on. What an honor, man. And then going on to be drafted with the Atlanta Falcons, man.
This dude.
Hey, man, them kids, man. Don't worry about it, man.
Got drafted to the Indianapolis Colts first round and thought I did good, but then I learned about professionalism and it's a business.
Oh, wow.
Day one. After the season ended, I was traded to Atlanta for the first pick overall.
Right.
And that's how I got to it. That's how I got to Atlanta.
Oh, that's how you got there.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. That's how I got to Atlanta.
Okay.
And, hey, man, you know what? That's it, man. It's over. You done took the show over. It's unreal.
Look at him.
Well, I said bring you. But, yeah, I ended up getting drafted, and the rest was history, really. I was just chasing one guy, Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice,
Ended up
man.
scoring 60 touchdowns in 6 seasons.
Wow, man.
Making 5-6 Pro Bowls and MVP.
Wow, man.
And got lucky, won the Super Bowl.
Wow, man.
And,
Yeah.
now I'm just waiting on that gold jacket. Waiting on the gold jacket.
Say, Dre, waiting on it. I love
Waiting
it,
on the
man.
gold jacket now.
I love it, man. And also, man, you've been giving back to the community, man, ever since. And we have a legendary friend, a mutual friend, in Dr. Charles Tucker. Tell me about how Dr. Charles Tucker was a big influence in your life, man.
Yeah, Dr. Tucker, I don't even, we call him Dr. Tucker, but, really my pops, my dad. Like,
absolutely,
I
man.
talked to him yesterday, and I was like, man, if you didn't have Cha-Cha, you already know my last name. I probably would have changed it to Tucker. And it's funny how the older I get, people say I act like him. I got mannerisms like him. I talk like him. I move like him, and there's nothing wrong with that.
And it's not absolute.
And it's nothing wrong.
Absolutely.
It went from Magic Johnson to myself to Steve Smith to you to Lateen Cleaves to Dominique Wilkins, Isaiah Thomas,
Roy Tarpley,
William Bedford. I mean, and the list goes on.
Yeah, Jaden Hardy in the league now.
Jaden Hardy in the league now, nephew, and Kevin Willis.
Willis, yeah. On and on and on. Charles Barkley.
Man. Charles Barkley. He's
Dominique Wilkins.
I've seen him on the phone with like Jerry West.
Yeah.
Dr. Bus.
Everybody.
You know what I'm saying? Like Larry Bird. Like
he worked with Tommy Hearns.
I flew out to the fight with him. I'm on the plane with Tommy Hearns going to fight Sugar Ray Leonard. You know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who does that? And I'm like, you know, I'm all pro, but I'm like a little kid in the candy store.
You the man.
Yeah, I'm the man.
You a little kid.
You know, Tommy Hearns handed me $10,000. Like, here, go have some fun.
Oh yeah.
That's real mob stuff.
That's real
mob stuff.
Yeah. That's how we did it, man.
That's real mob stuff. And so I just been so fortunate, Judge, you know, and it's fortunate to have you as a partner. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no doubt.
From a distance, you know, I got a chance to see how Showtime really supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How you really supposed to carry yourself when you that guy.
Yeah.
You know, night in, night out. A lot of kids don't get that, and especially when you look at these young kids now. Just imagine how much we would have got paid in NIL money. Here I am, a 3-sport athlete.
You would have got so much money.
Like, oh my God. Come on.
Oh man.
I'd have had to have security.
Right. You would have so much money, man.
You know, it's but I'm happy for the NIL. I'm happy for name, image, likeness.
Absolutely.
It's been a long time coming.
Yes.
You know, I think about how many #1 jerseys we sold in East Lansing and Michigan State.
Oh, come on, man. You know, it was crazy because we were so afraid to take $1 back in the day. But
yeah, because if you took $1,
they're going to send you back home. They're going to take your scholarship.
And then hit the school with a death penalty.
Death penalty, yes.
Yeah, hit the school with a death penalty.
Yeah. Mess up your pro career, everything. You ain't no good, you know. And I'm so happy that the kids now are blessed and get a chance to get some money to their family and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
My mom didn't have nothing, man. It was just
That's
my
what
mom.
I'm saying, man. You know what kind of blessing that would have been for us?
Yeah, you know.
Back in the day,
and
man.
I wasn't one to ask for stuff.
Right.
So I wasn't one to ask for anything, and you know, she's been a super blessing. Then my stepdad came in 30 years ago and just took so much pressure off of me.
Oh man, that's great.
Took so much pressure off of me,
That's
but
great.
then I was able to learn.
To his stepdad.
Yeah.
Give it up to him for being the man.
Yeah, being a man.
Yeah.
Being a man.
Nothing like being the man.
No,
man.
it really ain't.
And teaching young men how to be men.
It's really not. It's really not. And you know, that's why I talked to a horse out of Detroit, east side of Detroit. We lost a great member, great neighbor, great member to our extended family, Zia Combs. He played at Michigan, University of Michigan, stayed 2 doors over.
Wow.
Yeah.
Give it up to him.
42 years old and had a massive heart attack.
Wow, man. 42?
Several months ago. And so I became, you know, good friends with his family and friends. And one of our buddies, we were talking early this morning, and we was talking about appreciating tomorrow. You know, tomorrow's gonna come, but tomorrow ain't promised to us.
That's right.
You know, and so you know, we hoop every Wednesday and whatnot, and share stories with each other. And I just said, man, my back been against the wall before.
Yeah.
And there is a God.
There is a God, especially if you stay and pray and have faith, man, and believe.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. And he got a son he left behind, Zia Combs Jr., and he rocked that amazing blue. He rocked that Michigan stuff every day.
Hey,
every day.
Go blue, man.
Go blue. Oh,
hey,
for
we
sure.
Go blue. Hey,
For
give
sure.
it up to Michigan University
sure.
today. Okay.
Hey, that's what I said too. I told my wife, I said, well, Antoine, I said the judge called me to be on his podcast, so I know I'm getting a free hotel room. They gonna send a limo,
Everything.
and then more than anything, I'm gonna get me some Final Four passes to March Madness.
March Madness.
Go blue.
Man. We going blue, man. Hey, I tell everybody, man, I always root for Michigan and Michigan State in everything I do. Football, basketball, okay? I ain't going Ohio. Okay?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm
surprised. I'm surprised you're not on the staff.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're not on the staff. You know, I don't know if that's this platform is the platform to discuss it, but I know I'm an advocate for it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Coach Judge need to be on that sideline.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Dusty May, man, he's a great guy, great coach.
I like Dusty.
Yeah,
I like
go
Dusty.
up there, man. I talk to him, man. He a great guy, man.
I like Dusty, but you still need to be a part of that program in some type of magnitude. I just think you can even enhance that recruiting and development of just so many different players and so many different facets. You know what I'm saying? That's just from me to you as a coach.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that, man, so much, man. I also, man, want to take a moment to give it up to my son. Today is his birthday.
For sure.
Antoine.
Yeah, it's your birthday. It's your birthday.
It's your birthday.
It's your birthday.
And, man, I also, like you lost the guy you were telling me about. I lost my guys, that Jarvis last night that played at UNLV. Me and him played 9 years overseas together.
I remember Bass Night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He died 2 years ago of cancer in Vegas. And his brother just died Saturday. So they died 2 years ago apart and 2 days apart.
Well, blessings to them and their family.
Yeah, so give it up to them,
blessings,
man. I love you guys, man.
Yeah.
See you on the other side, guys.
Yeah,
I
for
love
sure.
you, man.
My wife is a survivor, breast cancer.
Yeah. Oh, man. God bless her, man.
We 5, going on 6 years removed now.
Oh, bless her,
And,
man. God bless her.
That's how this little fella came. We had 4 daughters, been together 17 years, been married.
Oh, man.
15.
Give it up to him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, congrats. Yeah. Proud.
She put,
Wow,
ain't too many people can full court press us. She
put that press on.
She hit me up one night. Like, you gave me everything. You gave me kids. You gave me girls. You built the house from the ground up, roof over the head. But there's one thing you didn't give me. That was a son. I'm like, what? I went downstairs and started doing push-ups.
Get back together, like, baby. That's good, man. God bless you, man.
For sure.
Yeah, man. And also, like I was saying before I went to that you have given back so much in the community. You come back from being a star, and now you coach high school camps. You coached at Michigan State. Tell us about coaching at college. How was that?
You know, that was a great experience because I got a chance to learn the scheduling and the itineraries of it. When you're the player, that's one thing, but then as a coach, you know, you learn how to manage and manage people. Mm-hmm. So that was awesome. And then we won the Rose Bowl that year, you know, Big Ten title.
Yes. Give it up to him, Michigan State. Rose Bowl champs, baby.
Yeah.
Big Ten title.
And got a chance to be along some, you know, future pros and play a significant part in their careers. But I was one, I'm like you. I never want nothing back. Never wanted nothing back once we gave it out. And, you know, I don't hover over the guys that we mentor and things of that nature. And so that part on the collegiate level was really sweet. It was part of my dream too, though. Mama always told me,
wow.
I say, Mom, I'm going out here scoring 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns. I'm almost doing what I'm dreaming. I'm going out there and doing. She said, boy, you ain't sleep. You know?
she said, wake up.
She said, boy, you ain't sleep. You know what I'm saying?
She said, wake up.
It was always part of my dream to go back to my alma mater, high school, and also coach. And it's still a dream of mine to become, at one point in time, the head coach at Michigan State.
Wow.
And I
you
ain't-
deserve it.
I ain't never stopped that.
You deserve
know
it,
what I'm
man.
saying? So,
I mean, you deserve it. You got so much to give the game and the kids. All the life experiences you don't have,
Yeah.
ups and downs.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
game, being able to play at a high level in basketball and like be that point guard playing alongside of other future pros
Yeah.
that became pros and
Yeah.
dominant pros.
Yeah.
Be able to come,
You played with 2 dominant pros
yeah,
in high school.
high school. Yeah.
And 2 championships.
To be able to go to the Big Ten and make all Big Ten and track, against some of the best
Wow.
athletes in the world.
Wow.
Then be drafted in the NFL first round.
Wow.
I got a lot to offer.
Yeah. Yeah.
But sometimes it's intimidating to some,
I think it is. It's
which it shouldn't be.
why is that? Why do you think is that it's intimidating?
I think a lot of times people put things in perspective. Let's talk about the Rooney Rule, where you're supposed to interview a certain amount of Afro Americans or minorities before the job is given even out. And we got to a point where jobs are given out before the Rooney Rule is even implied. And it trickles down to the collegiate level. There shouldn't be a quote unquote that you have to have so many
Yeah.
credits in school or a degree in your field when you've played 5, 10, 12, 14, 15 years in a profession, paid taxes in it. It's a job. It's a craft. It's a skill. And then you'd be denied a collegiate coaching job because you're 5 credits short of graduating or 6 credits short of graduating. And then you got they put you through all these stipulations and all these little, walls of defense to really prevent you from taking that next step in coaching.
Right.
Whereas,
Right.
whereas it
Right.
wasn't pushed on you when you were in college to finish and get that degree. It was more a cliche of like, hey, you need to go to school, da-da-da. No, they just need you on that field. They need you on that court.
To
They
make
need
that money.
To make that money.
Yes, sir.
And then when it come down to it, it's disregarded on how much time you spend on the professional ranks,
Absolutely.
which should be granted some type. It should have some type of value.
Well, like you said, with 15, 16 years of experience, I don't need no degree. What degree I need?
Right, you know what I'm saying? Hey, where the button at?
What degree
hey, Mill, where the button at for the applause?
Wow. What degree I need? I don't work for 15,
Yeah.
16 years.
Yeah, and
At
so-
the highest level.
And I think that's why you see a low percentile of former professional
Getting head coaching.
getting
job.
head coaching jobs.
You're
Professional.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Because there's a lot of us that are 5 credits short, 10 credits short,
Sure.
12 credits short, 18 credits short. Things of that nature when, you can go back and get it, yeah, but you can't, get the job. Yeah, there's ways to do it, and I've coached on a collegiate level.
Right.
But at the same time, there shouldn't be any walls granted when somebody has made it to the NBA, made it to the NFL, and played and made a career, made a living and provided for his family,
Yeah.
that he can't come back and teach that trade
To college
and that skill
kids.
to college kids.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct.
So
And I don't even think it's just that. I think a lot of times it's political.
yeah, I believe.
You
Well, I
know,
believe that's part.
I
That's
mean-
that's some of the adjectives to create that
Yeah.
curriculum of that.
Yes.
Like what you just said, the political.
Yes, it's very, guys like, you are a threat.
Yeah, and that's what it comes down to.
You're a threat to coaches who don't have a name as yourself.
Yeah, I was asked to. When I was on Michigan State staff, I never forget it. We're getting ready for our first. We're getting ready for our first game, home game, first game of the
But go
season.
ahead and sit down.
And a child support article came out about my son and I, who I coached him in high school, and he ended up going to Michigan State, playing at Michigan State, playing a lot as a freshman.
Sure did.
And before that, maybe several years before that, when I was on the staff, I was asked to sit in the stands after warm-ups.
What?
By the head coach.
What?
Like, not to pull my own coattail or do this or do that, because I ain't never been that one to do that, right?
Right.
But for you to ask Andre Rison to sit in the stands in the student section, I'm talking Uncle Judge, say,
what up, man?
That hurt me so bad. It was a stain on me for a long time, and I asked God to get to relieve it.
Yeah, come on, that's crazy.
Me and that guy crossed paths several times, and
hi, baby.
But I just couldn't believe that it was done. After the body of work I had given that institution, and so that's why it hurt so bad when this guy didn't even go to school there. He didn't.
Right.
I came there as a teen.
Right.
An innocent teen at that.
And I brought so much to the school.
I
built that program, basically. They wasn't with it.
I had a hammer. I had a hammer, that's for sure.
Give it up to him for building the program.
I had a hammer. I had a hammer in it, that's for sure.
You sure did. Yeah, come on.
Carl Banks, and Kirk Gibson and all the great players prior to me, and
Yeah, my boy Carl Banks.
Lonnie Young and
give it up to Carl. Legend.
One of Dr. Tucker's babies again.
Yeah, another world champion.
Another world champion. Yeah. And so, that one hurt. It put a long scar on me, and I let it go. And I just got back to really pulling for Michigan State football. Basketball's never left.
Right. Basketball's never left.
Coach Izzo has been great to me throughout my whole career.
Right.
That was my closest guy I was closest to when I was playing, Michigan State basketball. That's who I talked to every day.
Tommy Izzo, the legend. Give it up to Tom Izzo, my guy. I love me some Tom. Okay.
Yep.
Tom's my guy. Yeah, man. That's crazy that somebody would ask you to do something like that.
He said the cameras would be on me more than it would be on the kids.
See, that's not.
I cried the whole game.
That's not what is important.
I cried the whole game.
That's not what is important.
I put some shades on, and I sat there in the stands, and I cried the whole game.
Man, that's crazy, Dre. That's crazy.
True story.
Yeah, man. And even if guys have their masters or doctrines, it's still hard for us to get college coaching jobs.
Exactly.
Even if you 5 credits short, or you even have a master's degree or your doctorate, you apply for jobs. Guys, they feel a little threatened behind us because of those names, who we are.
But you would think the opposite, maybe. Because of the influence we have with recruiting, because if their parents don't know us,
thank you.
Their parents know us. Their grandmothers know us. Their grandfathers know us.
Absolutely. And they can go and look and read and see who we are and what we did.
And what we've accomplished.
Absolutely.
So it's amazing, but we live in that world now. I think it's even stretched even thinner now.
Yeah, it is.
It
is.
Look at the owners of the NBA getting caught in emails slandering, men of color.
Yes.
And losing their entities, losing the whole franchise.
Everything.
They lost everything,
And saying certain things about African American players.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's always been there. I think it's a thin line in racism in sports.
And my thing is this, though. Who can coach you better? I'm just a realist. Who can coach you better in doing something unless they did it?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
You can't pick up no book and tell me how to do it.
But they look at it. They look at it from a whole different angle. They look at it as though let's help Johnny.
Yeah, man.
You know, let's help the Johnny system before they look at who's really deserving or who really, you know, should get it. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter if I get beat out by the best guy. I get beat out by the best guy.
Right,
but
that's how we do it.
But don't play the race card. Yeah,
don't play the card.
Don't play the card on me. You know.
Yeah, don't give me not a fair shot.
Yeah, if I come in and you know I do the interview, and I do the interview politically correct, I answer all the questions the right way.
Yes.
Don't shice me because of my skin color.
That's right.
Because when I coach those kids, I'm coaching every denomination, every color, every race, every whatever it is. I'm gonna coach them the same, black, white, brown.
We don't even look at color.
We don't look at color.
We look at the athlete.
We look at the athlete and the student athlete, right?
And trying to build young men, man, and young ladies, man.
Preach. It's about development.
That's all it's about, man.
You know, it's about
development, man, and trying to help them achieve their goals and make it to the next level, man.
It's amazing how I cut the TV on and I'm watching college football, and I see all these college coaches, and it's like there's none that played professional football.
None.
Not unless I go to ESPN3 and watch the SWAC, and they all coaching black college football. Why is Michael Vick? Why is everybody? And then they said, well, Deion did it. Deion went to Jackson State, but look where he went. He went to Colorado. He didn't go to UCLA or USC.
No, somewhere where
Alabama.
He can win. Somewhere where he can win.
Alabama needed a coach at that time.
Yeah.
They took a coach from somewhere else, right?
Absolutely.
Florida needed a coach at that time. You know, they took a coach from Florida State.
Yeah.
Needed a coach.
Why Florida didn't hire Michael Irvin?
You see what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm all the way with you, man.
But they'll call us in and they'll use us for a tab of recruiting if it comes down to this kid might go to Michigan State, or Ohio State. Some colleges are better off. You know what I'm saying? They're doing it and using the players, former players, alumni, the way, and respecting the alumni, past alumni, the way you should.
Right.
Like I cut the TV on, I'm watching USC, right?
Right.
I see everybody that played in the National Football League on the sideline. Like, everybody.
Wow, yeah.
You know how powerful that is to a young man in recruiting?
In recruiting, absolutely. Absolutely.
We had to fight like cats and dogs, man, just to get tickets or get a sideline pass or just to be a part of we want to help.
At Michigan State.
So demographically, geographically, if you add all the alumni together, we're from different coastals. We're from different places, different areas. Do you know how we can galvanize and help recruiting?
Man, big time.
Somebody from Florida, somebody from Ohio, somebody from Chicago, somebody from Michigan.
Especially if you're using the pros.
And
you got them on your staff and you pulling it together.
But like I said, they see it from a different microscope.
Yeah.
They see it from, I'm going to help my friend's son get his start.
Jimmy. Yeah.
Jimmy.
And Jimmy never played. Absolutely.
And then you wonder why nobody's getting drafted at those positions.
Yeah.
Look at the position coaches.
You're right. They're not pros.
They're not pros.
They're not able to teach that.
Go to the majority of the colleges across the country. If you attend a practice and you looked at the position coaches, 90% of them have never played in the National Football League. And just because you played on a professional level, NBA or whatever, doesn't mean you can coach. I'm talking about the certified boys that want to coach and can coach.
That's right.
They deserve an opportunity.
That's right.
As opposed to a son because of the skin color.
Hey, give it up to us. We need that chance.
And watch what happens.
Yeah, we need that chance. And begging for it, man.
Man, and that's a shame that you have to beg.
Yeah.
You know. And,
Got to. We've been begging for years, man, and we making strides, man.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Yeah.
You know, we got to keep knocking on the door.
keep knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Keep knocking on the door.
Hey, me and you might not get it, but he may get it.
He
My
may get
son
it.
may get
Exactly.
it. You know, so we got to keep pounding on the door, man. Keep striving, man, for them, man. You know?
Exactly.
He look like he gonna be a hooper and a football player. He ready.
He won't see a football. It's strictly basketball, track shoes,
Okay.
and a baseball bat.
And a baseball bat. I like that, Dre.
Hey, but like his granny say though, before he can get to pull his shoes out his backpack, the Bible gonna fall out the backpack.
I keep that Bible first.
Yeah. She said if he know how to read the Bible, that means he know how to read, count, and everything.
Yeah. Now, you told me you was getting ready to coach semi-pro.
No, it's pro.
It's pro.
Yeah, arena.
Wow, arena football.
Yeah, and they just did a deal with Fox and CBS.
Oh, okay. Congratulations. Give it up to it.
Yeah.
And you're going to be with my boy Wilbur. Huh?
Yeah.
Big Will. Okay. Wilbur Brown. Give it up to Wilbur Brown. Another champion from Detroit. Okay. And that's good, man.
Yeah, the grave digger.
Yeah. That's good, man. Yeah. So, now, the last high school you coached was Liggett?
Liggett, University Liggett. Yep, on the
Okay.
east side of Detroit, in a suburban area, over there in Grosse Pointe, off of Cook Road.
Yeah, off Cook Road. Yeah, man. Hey, you done gave back, man. I'm so proud of you, man. And, man, I want to thank you for coming down and bringing your son.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having us, too.
Man.
Yeah, I think we got about 15 kids on the collegiate level that we're mentoring and coaching. Probably got about 6 or 7 that's made it to the National Football League.
Well, keep doing it, man.
Yeah.
Keep doing it, man. I bless you, man. I love you, man.
Love you too as well.
And we gonna do what we do, baby.
Come on.
All right.
Come on.
We'll see y'all next week on
Come
the
on.
Judge and the Legend podcast. All right. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday at 2 p.m. Time for the Judge Podcast. It's the Judge, the Legend. Let's have blast. We talking sports, politics, current events. We gonna be live, so let it make sense. It's the Judge Podcast. Let's go.